Hello everyone, Luke Broyles here with some Bitcoin news information about how maybe you have 15 days left to capitalize on some awesome Bitcoin price movements for you. We are here in beautiful Montana where we have mountains and gorgeous views all around us with my friend here, Clay. What's up, Clay?
Howdy.
Well, I already know what's up. We've been in the car here a couple hours talking. So anyway, it's gorgeous here. We're out here with a bunch of other Bitcoiners at an event, but I wanted to make a quick video because I know if I didn't make it right now, I'd forget later because we're gonna go hang out outside later. And anyway, I wanted to make this because right now, Bitcoin price, as you know, probably, if you haven't been living under a rock, is down a good bit. We were down at 53K recently. Now we're back up to 56K. By the time you're watching this, maybe it's a bit higher or lower. But the reason I wanted to talk about that is because there's an awesome opportunity right now. That's just so beautiful. There's an awesome opportunity right now to acquire more Bitcoin within your retirement account. So this is something that Clay and I have been talking about, other people here at this event. Briefly, we talked about it, but a lot of my friends and clients right now are wanting to convert their retirement accounts into Bitcoin, into self-custody Bitcoin, right? So these could be accounts in super funds, Roth IRAs, everything else. And that's something that I hope people do, where they take self-custody Bitcoin within their Roth IRA. And because typically people have these fiat investments in their retirement account, right? Whatever, you know, stocks or bonds or whatever. As Bitcoin price goes down, that means that you're buying more Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin's down 10%, so we could cry and be sad about that. But at the same time, you could be excited that, hey, your fiat instruments in these retirement accounts are now worth a bit more, right? It's the funny thing about Bitcoin price is that when Bitcoin price goes down, that's actually when your Bitcoin denominated net worth goes up. And then likewise, when Bitcoin price goes up, that's when your Bitcoin denominated net worth goes down, right? Because if you have any kind of fiat assets, that's how it works, right? So be excited that Bitcoin price went down because your Bitcoin denominated net worth went up a little bit, and it might be worth considering taking some profits from your fiat investments and, you know, cashing out back into Bitcoin, back into sound money, right? So if you have an interest in that, feel free to reach out to me or reach out, you know, there's my email and information in the description below, where you can set up a Roth IRA, tax-free Bitcoin growth with self-custody Bitcoin. Self-custody Bitcoin, it's your own keys. It's not some paper product you're getting exposure to. It's your own keys within the vault, and that Bitcoin can grow over time, right? So this is something, I don't know, Clay, if you have anything to add about this. We were just talking before I started recording about how a lot of people in Bitcoin don't know you can do this, and for me it's very frustrating. But it's like it's one of the ways people have money just sitting there laying around. They may not have the money every month to dollar cost average into Bitcoin, but a lot of people might have 100 grand or 500 grand or $1 million in their retirement account that they're like, hey, I might want to move half of this or a third of it or whatever into self-custody Bitcoin. So anyway, I don't know if you have anything to add.
The one thing that was, I'd known that I wanted to move all of my fiat IRA into Bitcoin, but I didn't know that it was self-custody. You could consider it self-custody.
Right.
So I think, well, maybe I should just cash out of my IRA because it's still a threat for it to be confiscated. But that's not the case.
Yeah. That's the problem, is that if you buy the ETF within the IRA, it's a pretty low risk. You know, I think maybe I'm a bit more pessimistic in reality than what I say, but you know, even if there's a 99% chance that the ETF is not going to get rug pulled, even if there's a 99% chance that the US government doesn't decide to buy Bitcoin and just make a phone call and take all the coins, even if there's a 99% chance that doesn't happen, and there's a 1% chance this year that does happen, if you compound a 1% risk over the course of 20, 30, 40 years, which is the time horizon you inherently have if you're investing in Bitcoin within a retirement account, then all of a sudden that becomes a very high percentage risk. And so like you were saying, many people wrestle with this, like, okay, do I accept the risk of the ETF for the next 20 to 40 years? That could be a significant risk in that time frame. Or do I take the big tax hit, 20 to 40% tax hit, to withdraw it, to put it in self-custody? So anyway, the beauty with having, in my view, self-custody Bitcoin within your Roth IRA or super fund or 401k, whatever your retirement vehicle is, or a trust, revocable, irrevocable trust, whatever, the beauty of having self-custody within that is that you get all the benefits of the tax-free growth, right? Because if you do withdraw from the IRA and pay the withdrawal early penalty tax, now that Bitcoin's going to grow in price, but if it goes up 100x in the next 40 years, you're going to pay capital gains on that, right? But at least in the Roth IRA crossing our fingers the government holds those to be true in the future. You know, hopefully you still never pay tax on that, ideally, right? And even if we go full tyrannical and things go bad because of self-custody, you can leave in a matter of minutes, right? So
best of both worlds.
Yeah, best of both worlds. So, you know, the funny thing, in Clay and I, we were talking about this before too, but people you know, only tend to pay attention to this stuff when Bitcoin number goes up, and learning about these things and taking advantage of these things when Bitcoin price is flat, if not down, in my view, is the way bigger benefit, right? Like, let's say someone has $100,000 of stocks in their Roth IRA that they're debating whether to move into self-custody Bitcoin or not. If they wait to do that until Bitcoin's 100K, then maybe at most they could get a third of a coin or half a coin, unless they move everything, which maybe they don't want to do. But right now, Bitcoin price is low $50,000, when we know it's going to be in the mid 70s probably pretty soon, right? I mean, so Bitcoin is $73,000 in March of 2024, this year. Adjusted for inflation and debasement, new all-time high in terms of 2021 purchasing power is $83,000. So the bull market really doesn't begin until we've hit the mid $80,000 mark, and right now we can buy Bitcoin at the low 50s. I mean, that's what, a 50% move or something. And so, you know, anyway, it's for each person to consider on their own what they want. But if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, setting up a Bitcoin IRA, Roth IRA, and you're looking to move anywhere from a third of a coin worth of funds to multi-coin worth of funds, whatever the case, it doesn't matter. I want to help everyone, as many people as possible. And, you know, frankly, a lot of people, when I tell them this, say, oh, I don't have enough money to make that worthwhile. But the reality is that the lower Bitcoin price is, the more worth it is, right? Because yeah, it's going to cost you money either way, whether you do it now or later. But when Bitcoin price is cheaper, it makes more sense to do it. Now. So anyway, just making this because it's fun to talk about it off camera, but then I forget that we need to talk about it on camera, because otherwise people forget you can do this stuff. So I don't know if Clay, you have anything else to add?
No.
Okay. Anyway,
just share this with your friends, because it's a really great tool.
Yeah, share it with your friends, right? Because a lot of people, you know, have money they want to buy Bitcoin with, but they don't know how to buy Bitcoin in a Roth IRA, and they think the only option is to buy the ETF and accept the counterparty risk of the ETF. And I just do not think that risk is going to be worth it and over the course of the next 20, 30, 40 years. So anyway, I think we made the point. If you're interested in getting a self-custody Bitcoin Roth IRA, collateral security multi-sig, where you hold your own keys, you can have keys within the vault even outside the United States, which is the crazy thing, is that you can have keys within the vault outside the US, even though you're getting tax-free growth within US jurisdiction. I mean, it's crazy. So if you have interest in that, reach out to me. Information in the description below. I'll put more informational reading on that in the description below. But whatever the case, all that to say is go out, enjoy life, enjoy friends, enjoy nature. We're going to the airport right now to pick up another friend who many of you would probably recognize. But anyway, so go out, live life, stack some Bitcoin, and take advantage. And you probably have 15 days or so left, or I don't know, assuming Bitcoin goes back up, and assuming it takes, you know, a few days, if not a week or so, for your funds to transfer from your current retirement or Roth accounts to Bitcoin. That might take a week or two, you know, so really you probably got maybe 2-3 weeks, you know, 15, 20 days or so to take advantage of these low Bitcoin prices. It's not too late. If you miss Bitcoin at 50K, buying it within your retirement accounts is not too late. You can buy it at 70, you can buy it at 90, you can buy it at 120. You can do that whenever you want. You can do this whenever you want. But if you want to take advantage of these prices, you know, when you're buying Bitcoin within a tax advantage account, getting the lowest cost basis possible is going to save you the most possible taxes on that gain, and it's going to make you the most money. So anyway, information in the description below. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your beautiful day. Thanks everyone, bye.